Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is I, Dwayne Anthony, your GBF. And today we are going to be checking out Joshua Weissman's video and reacting to it for an English breakfast versus an American breakfast and which you prefer. I will be going to the UK soon because I'm really excited. I'm not normally a breakfast person, but I'm really looking forward to trying just about everything that they have there. The reason why I'm doing this video, by the way, is because I have a podcast and I'm going to link my video of talking about English versus UK breakfast foods, whatnot, and my full honest opinion with a real actual Brit, you guys, a real Brit in my podcast, Two Sides of the Pond. Let's see if what he makes is something that I'm going to kind of be interested in. He's got 2 cookbooks out now and they're on my wish list. So who knows? All right, let's get into the video.
You know, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I don't really know if that's true or not. Scientifically, I'm not sure it is. There is one complication we need to figure out here. The full English breakfast, or an iconic diner American breakfast. Is there a true winner? We're gonna find out.
Okay, first look. Okay, it looks like we have our bacon, hash browns, eggs, and pancakes. But our English breakfast has eggs a little different way, a vine of tomatoes, sausage, is that bacon? Lots of baked beans and mushrooms. Is that really a traditional English breakfast? All right. I love his B-roll. Toast. You need toast.
Shall we? All right, folks, this is a true showdown. An all-American breakfast versus a full English breakfast. Minus the black pudding, though, because not everyone loves it. Feel free to add if you wish. Now,
not everyone loves baked beans.
Of course, we get to talk about bacon. Very simple. Get the thickest sliced bacon you can find, and for about 2 to 4 people, you can place 4 to 8 slices on a baking sheet lined with aluminum foil. Pop that into a cold oven, then set it to 450 degrees Fahrenheit and set a timer for 20 to 25 minutes. And once your timer has gone off, your bacon should be a beautiful golden brown and cooked perfectly. If it's not crispy or dark enough, then just leave it in there until, well, it is.
Wait. That bacon is super thin. Did they swap it out? That's nuts. That is not. What happened to the bacon?
10 more minutes. Then pull that out, let it drain on a paper towel, and that's your bacon. Next up is our hash browns. Snag 3 chunky russet potatoes, wash and peel them beautifully. Then using a box grater, grate all of your potatoes, then place them into a large bowl, season them with salt very generously, toss together, and you're gonna wanna squeeze them pretty aggressively to coax some of that wah-wah out.
Or buy them frozen, just saying.
Then give this a nice rinse underwater, drain them, and place in a dish towel, wrap that up, and wring out as much water as you can. From there, just heat up a medium non-stick pan over medium heat, add in just enough vegetable oil to coat the bottom of the pan, around 2.5 tablespoons. Once the pan is hot, press in some of your potato mixture, enough to fit that pan edge to edge. Then let that cook for 3 to 4 minutes, or until you get a nice crust and the potatoes are half cooked through. Give it a nice flip, or well, as best you can, and repeat on the other side. Once it's a beautiful brown,
that would never happen for me. That shit would be on the floor, on burning my legs and feet.
On both sides, and the inside is cooked through, it's done. Season it to taste with salt if needed, then repeat with the rest of your potatoes. Next up is our pancakes. I find it so annoying that people go to buy box mix when in reality it takes literally 3 to 5 minutes just to make your own mix. So
I do make my own pancakes from scratch every time. But I wouldn't do that for the hash browns.
Pancake guide. The link for that is in the description. You make the batter, optionally let it rest, then heat up a large non-stick pan over medium heat, lightly grease it with cooking spray or vegetable oil, and cook 3 to 4 quarter-cup mounds of batter at a time for about 3 minutes per side, or until you flip and get a gorgeous dark golden brown on both sides, and the inside is fluffy and cooked.
Okay, if I add extra butter, the rings around it kind of puff up and they're crispy. That is how I like my pancakes. Like, it has to have that raised rim? Tell me in the comments below. You know what I'm talking about.
Through. Stack and place those to the side on a plate to keep
Too
warm
fluffy.
as you finish the rest.
I don't know.
The eggs, you can cook them however you want, but typically I see them scrambled, so we're gonna do that. I call this a medium scramble. Not rubbery, but also not super loose and rich like a soft scramble. In a medium non-stick pan, heat up 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter until it's melted and bubbling. Crack 4 to 6 eggs into a medium-sized bowl and give those a nice whisk until they're homogeneous. Then pour those into your pan, then while constantly stirring with a spatula and shaking the pan, cook these bad boys for about 2 to 3 minutes. And look, when I say constantly, I mean constantly.
My eggs,
don't stop
if
the
I'm
movement. You'll notice
to
that they go
eat
from
eggs,
creamy, thicken,
scrambled eggs
curds,
specifically,
and as soon as it's formed curds, and there's just
I
a little bit
am
of liquid
making
left, and they
them
aren't
with
total
hot
rubber. Remove
sauce,
them from the
ketchup,
eggs, and a taste with salt, and
like
optionally a little bit of black pepper.
the-
And those are your
the
eggs.
flavor of
Listen,
eggs,
If your eggs do happen to
just
go rubbery, well then,
not my
no
thing.
hug. Now to plate this up, well, you're gonna need a plate. Then place down your fat stack, followed by a pat of butter, some of your eggs, a touch of fresh cracked black pepper on those, and some thinly sliced
And ketchup.
chives. Add on
Where's
your
the ketchup?
beautiful
Where's the
hash
hot
browns.
sauce?
And last but not least, your bacon. As crunchy or floppy as you like it. Look, enjoy your bacon however you need. Don't let anyone tell you how to live your life. All right.
Who's eating that? Who's making that? Like, I don't. Pretty standard American.
So
It's
we've got our
fine.
American style
Whatever.
breakfast contender. I think it's time to go English. We first must have our bean discussion because it's, well, very important to this dish. Get a medium sauce pot and add 1.5 cups or 350 milliliters of chicken stock, 3/4 of a cup or 180 milliliters of water, 3.5 tablespoons or 53 grams of dark brown sugar, 2.5 tablespoons or 35 grams of tomato paste,
It's baked
a third
beans.
cup or 80 grams of
Just
ketchup,
buy a
3 large
can.
cloves of garlic, lightly crushed by hand. Give them a little bop bop bow. And finally, add 2 sprigs of fresh sage.
That
This
is
was a
way
large
too much
sprig,
for
so
a
I did
can
just
of
one.
baked
Set the heat
beans.
to medium high and bring that to a
Baked
boil. Then
canned
immediately
would do.
reduce the temperature to low and simmer for 12 to 15 minutes or until slightly reduced. Then add 3
Or Star-bought will do just fine.
cans of drained navy beans and simmer for another 5 minutes. Then separately combine 1 tablespoon or 14 grams of cornstarch and 1.5
This is way too much work. Who does this?
tablespoons or 21 grams of water. Whisk together to create a slurry, then stream and whisk in about half of that into your beans. Let that continue to heat for a few minutes, and if that's thicky-wicky to your liking, then stop there. If not, then add the rest of your cornstarch slurry. Then just season that to taste with salt and pepper if needed and place it to the side to keep warm. Okay, so the mushrooms and tomatoes can be cooked in the same pan, so get a large skillet, add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter and a generous glug of extra virgin olive oil. Set that over medium-high heat just until the butter is fully melted and
Okay, I will say I love adding olive oil and butter. It's like 2 different types of like fats put into one. It tastes so good. It adds a level of like creaminess almost. It's umami.
and cut the stems off all your mushrooms if you wish, then add them to your pan stem side up. Yes, the whole darn thing, brother. Be sure to leave enough room on the other half of the pan to then add 2 to 3 clusters of cherry or grape tomatoes. Season and taste with salt. Optionally toss in a couple sprigs of fresh thyme. Doesn't that just look beautiful already? It's about to have me boiling. Now just let those cook without moving them around too much for 3 minutes or until the mushrooms get a nice color.
it looks
Carefully flip
nice.
all your mushrooms and cook for another 3 minutes or until the mushrooms get a nice color and the tomatoes are softened, lovely, and caramelized. And keep those warm on the side. Now for your meat, we're not using regular old belly bacon. You specifically need English back bacon. It looks like this. It's essentially the loin from, well, the back of our 3 little pigs. Now,
That
heat up a
looks like
medium-sized
bacon
pan
I would
over
have.
medium-high. Coat the bottom with a little bit of oil. Then once that's ripping hot, sear off your back bacon for 1 to 2 minutes or until you get some color. Then flip and repeat on the other side. You gotta sear this quick, otherwise it'll go dry. If done right, you may consider it over belly bacon.
I mean,
Or,
it's
well,
ham.
Maybe not. It's up to you. Once you've seared off your desired amount of back bacon, in that same pan, add in some already cooked sausages of choice, or you can boil your own from raw. That's up to you. These are miniature smoked sausages. Then just simply sear those guys on all sides for about 1 minute, or take it a nice coating of deep brown with a touch of char here and there. About 5 minutes total. Place those to the side to keep warm as well. Think warm, like a hug from Papa. Last but not least is our eggs. I chose to go sunny side up here. And of course, I have a special technique for that. Heat up a non-stick skillet over medium-high, toss in about 2 tablespoons of butter, let it melt completely, and begin to bubble. Crack in 2 to 3 eggs and let those cook just until the whites are set. Then baste the top of your eggs with the butter to both cook and flavor the tops. Then once the whites are fully set and the yolk is still remove your eggies, snag yourself a plate, and begin to assemble. Start off with your hot eggmen. Hit them with some fresh cracked black pepper, Papa's favorite flaky salt, followed by a generous helping of your English baked beans.
Wait, why do these eggs get the salt and the other ones just got the black pepper? Did I miss the salt in the first
Listening
part.
sausages, seared back bacon, caramelized tomatoes, and roasty mushrooms. Oh, and of course, toast too. Although I couldn't fit it on the plate, so maybe just serve that on the side. Wheat, if you desire. Don't ask me how to toast the bread. I hope you know. In the toaster, please. Okay, so we have our two beautiful breakfast gentlemen. Now it's time for them to both duke it out in the octagon of flavor. Okay, so we have our all-American breakfast, or well, not all-American. It's just an American-style breakfast. Eggs, bacon, hash browns, pancakes. Of course, the American one is half carbohydrates and half fat. But we're gonna eat this all as one unit. So get a little bit of bacon.
I was just thinking that, and then you're gonna add toast to that. That's all mainly carbs. That's crazy, and no wonder why the English are thinner than us. All right, guys, I'm going to link his video down below. He's got over 10 million views on this video. It is amazing. His technique is great. It's a little complex for a home cook like myself. However, it's all carbs. Like the American English, first English breakfast ordeal is crazy. Looking at that kind of breakfast over in the UK side of things, I don't know if I'm going to be trying that, guys. It's baked beans out of a can. I mean, you could totally do that. I'm not a fan of eggs. You know what? I think I'm going to skip breakfast and have some tea and a croissant or something. I don't know. I will be linking all of this stuff down below. Please subscribe. Please let me know what you think about a video like this. And should I do the actual UK English breakfast when I get there? Let me know. Please subscribe. Please comment below what you think. And I will see you guys next time. Mwah.